Before we begin today's ceremony, I'd like to direct your attention to the flagpole. The class of 2020 received the flag that is flying today when they were at their 8th grade class trip to Washington, D.C. This flag flew at the Capitol. You know what, before I get started, give these guys a big round of applause. Sharp-looking group, huh? On behalf of the school board, administration, faculty, and students of South Winneshiek High School, we welcome our seniors, the class of 2020, and their parents to our commencement program. Today represents the first formal event recognizing that after 13 years, you're about to lead the life you have known since kindergarten and will now be taking on new challenges as you venture out into the world as young adults. It is today that you may first realize you have attained an important goal in your lives. This time of year is approached with personal sense of accomplishment as we prepare to celebrate the joy of your achievement. We have gathered here today a group of people from our school in all facets of community, state, and national life to honor those of you who have, through striving and personal sacrifice, worked to attain personal goals that are at such a high level of accomplishment that we wish to publicly recognize these efforts today. Each class has among its members those students who have excelled in academic achievement and are to be honored members of their class. South Winneshiek High School operates on a 4.0 system, representing excellence in academic achievement and its inherent responsibilities. Clearly, it is the concern, perseverance, and cooperation of the parents that help make this honor possible. All these laurels of praise are presented to you, honor students. Remember and appreciate the role played by your parents. They, too, are responsible for your success. South Winneshiek High School honors its top 2 academic seniors with the prestigious distinction of Valedictorian and Salutatorian. I am proud to announce the class of 2020 Valedictorian and your senior class president, Abraham Schmidt. Abe, please come forward to receive your medallion and provide some words of wisdom to your classmates. Good afternoon, classmates, parents of the classmates, teachers, administration, faculty, viewers at home, and finally, Mr. Drucker. If you're here, you usually don't come to my stuff. Thank you for joining us for the celebration of commencement. It's a tough time to be graduating, but I cannot thank everybody enough for helping us find a way to celebrate. As I wrote this speech, I paced my bedroom, searching for ways to bring closure to my class's tenure at South Winneshiek. I could have talked about the stories and memories from our years as mischievous underclassmen, or talked about the things we missed in our upperclassmen years due to snowstorms and pandemics. But as I thought and thought and thought, I realized no string of memories can summarize our time here at South Win. Our time here at South Win was a journey. Suddenly, something popped into my head. Back in early March, I received a notification on my phone. It was a reminder from the calendar app. Finished reading the book today. At first, I was puzzled. What book was I finishing, and why did it pop up on my phone in the middle of March? I had just gotten done reading. Give me a break here. I'm getting a lot of reverb. I had just gotten done reading a book for one of Mr. Strawby's classes, or at least the spark notes for it. Sorry, Mr. Strawby. And I then realized I had set a goal for myself my freshman year to read a book that I had meant to read since middle school. I set out to read the novel and found that reading it over our quarancation replaced forgetting to read it over the entirety of high school. The book is The Lord of the Rings. You may or may not have heard of it before, and if you're my dad, you have the extended movie set. The epic is made up of 3 main books, one of which I've read since our last day of school, The Fellowship of the Ring. This book follows the journey of a group of heroes on a quest to destroy a magical ring in a giant volcano thousands of miles from their home. The protagonists build relationships with each other and have internal conflicts, whilst being met by different villains and difficulties in every chapter. By the end of this book, the group is left in shambles, leagues from their final destination. Having lost some of their members, the remaining travelers split their own ways. After reading the first portion of the novel, I used those skills I learned in school and came to the conclusion that I just read a symbolic summarization of my schooling experience, minus the monsters and volcanoes. When we began high school, even schooling in general, we didn't know much about ourselves, each other, or what was to come. As we progressed from grade school to middle school to high school, though, we began to see the clear picture. We made new friends and lost old ones. We learned lessons, sometimes the easy way, sometimes the hard way. We were taught by a great staff and worked hard to achieve our goals. Now, though, it seems like it might be all over. We're going our separate ways, saying goodbye to old friends, and stepping into uncharted territory. And worse, without a final day of school or a last memory of screwing around in study hall with our friends. Yeah, there isn't much to be happy about in our big, scary world, but there's always a rainbow once the rain ends. I haven't finished The Lord of the Rings, and we haven't finished our journeys either. I don't know what exactly happens next, and neither do we. There's so many uncertainties in the world we live in today. Aside from the fact we're entering the real world after 18 years of living in our parents' house, nothing is guaranteed except your attitude. So, class of 2020, parents, audience members, don't be gloomy or scared of the future. Be happy you get to see another day, are healthy, and received a quality education at Southwind. Memories last, pandemics end, happiness endures, and our journey will continue onwards. Love more, always look on the bright side of life, celebrate what we've accomplished, and go Warriors. Thank you. This time I'm proud to announce the class of 2020 Salutatorian, Carson Brinks. Carson, please come forward to receive your medallion and address your fellow seniors.
Medallion's right here. There you go. Well, this is different. I thought I was going to be facing you guys, so we'll roll with it. Hello, class of 2020. As we are all gathered here one last time, I can't help but think about how differently this year was from what we expected. Just in case anyone doesn't know me from that lovely introduction, I'm Carson Brinks and I'm the class of 2020 Salutatorian. I would just like to thank all of my fellow classmates, parents, and the administration for showing up today for this interesting and unusual commencement ceremony. I'm going to do my best to keep this short, so let's get started. Class of 2020, I ask of you one last favor. Please, will all of you close your eyes and remember with me. All right, Warriors, close your eyes and think about your time here at Southwind, whether it has been the past 14 years or just this last one. Think about this place. Remember this football field where we are standing today. Remember how it felt to play under these lights and to feel the grass beneath your cleats. Maybe instead some of you remember sitting on the hill or in the bed of a truck watching the game or just being with friends. Maybe you were in the band, maybe you were a cheerleader. Remember. Now keeping your eyes closed, I want you to remember another memory. I want you to think about all of the friendships that you have found at this place. Think of all the people that are closest to your heart. Think of all the late night parties and afternoon shenanigans. I want you to think of every time that you've encountered love here at Southwind, whether it was love with a person or a passion. Think about how alive these moments have made us feel. I want you to search your thoughts and think about the heartbreak and rejection we may have faced here. Remember how it hurt, how it killed us, how it tore us apart. Let the feeling be raw in your mind and let it fill you. Now I would like you to remember a time where you had to experience change. Maybe it was coming to Southwind or the high school. Maybe for others it was the change in family life with the addition or loss of a loved one. Think about how you allowed it to change you. Think about how you have grown, how you have changed. Remember a time where you were truly dedicated, where you faced challenge after challenge and refused to give up, whether this was a sport or a club or a friendship. Remember how you changed, how you adapted to charge at every challenge again and again without giving up. Think of this class, every bad memory, every happy moment. Remember how it felt to finish freshman year? Do you guys remember what open campus felt like? The pranks we pulled in the Spanish room, egg room, Drucker's room, and honestly just about every room in the school. All right, class, you can open your eyes. Through the course of these memories, I talked about several different things. We talked about recollection, belonging, companionship, love, heartbreak, growth, dedication, and laughter. These are important moments in our lives. These moments that we often take for granted often define who we are and who we will be. These traits that we found in this place are more than feelings. They come together to make one thing. They come together to make a warrior. But any dedicated person with a recollection and growth can be a warrior. Because of this, we are given more. We are given a heart that knows love and heartbreak, companionship and belonging, a heart that knows laughter. Together, we all have the hearts of a warrior. Remember how excited you were to be a senior this year, to be able to finally leave, but then it ended. We went home one Friday night and we never came back. We lost so much, but here we still are. We never got our senior prom, spring, or summer sports, the school musical, our last FFA events, our last soda meetings. We never got to hang out one last time on the last day of school in the parking lots. We lost our last week, our senior pranks, our countdown and early release. We didn't get to see all of our friends in the school one last time. All of us felt this in our hearts, and yet we still overcame this extreme obstacle together or apart and grew as individuals because we are warriors. I would like to leave all of you with one final thought. I'm sure that you all understand that here on this football field, this is the last time that we will all probably be together in one place. We will grow apart. Some of us will go faster than others. We will go into the world and make it our own. Remember that no matter what you do, you have an influence on the world, and each decision that you make can change this planet. No matter where you go, who you are with, or what you do, this place will always be a home for you. Class of 2020, you can go anywhere on this planet, from the highest of mountains to the deepest of oceans. You can even leave this planet. You can travel alone, with celebrities, or with a few friends. You can spread joy and compassion, or just stay to yourself. Once again, I say to you that with love in your hearts and determination in your minds, no matter where you go, who you are with, or what you do, as long as you stay true to yourself, you will always, always have the heart of a warrior.
A free society depends on citizens who have escaped the shackles of self-regard and immediate gratification, and who can pull the freedoms of society, of their neighbors, as well as individual liberties. Responsibility is what holds teams and towns together. In the United States, it is the unwritten responsibility of each senior that holds our society together. Helping neighbors, serving on committees, caring for our world, not expecting others to take up the slack, and not doing casual harm to each other by failing to do our share. America can't work without responsible citizens. Service to humanity, service to our community, compassion, and help for others is both noble and desirable. South Winneshiek High School formally recognizes service of our young Americans to their community and to their nation. This is the 5th year of the Purple Cord program has been implemented at South Winneshiek High School. This year, seniors needed to complete 160 hours of service to receive the Distinguished Purple Cord. These individuals are wearing the Purple Cord today and are to be recognized. Seniors, please wave your hand to the crowd when your name is announced. Recipients of this year's Purple Cord are Cale Ewens, Michaela Hageman, Caitlin Hine, Cody Clave, Anna Brett-Leon, Abraham Schmidt, Caitlin Tice, and Rachel Uhlenhock. Please give them a big round of applause.
Thank you. The National Honor Society induction was scheduled to be held on March 24th, 2020, but due to the school closure, the ceremony was canceled. However, we would like to take this opportunity to recognize our National Honor Society seniors today. Senior NHS members, please wave your hand to the crowd when your name is announced. Carson Brinks, Cale Ewens, Michaela Hageman, Anthony Hansen, Zach Pushusta, Gabe Sadler, Abraham Schmidt, Emmett Schwartzoff, Caitlin Tice, and Rachel Uhlenhock. Please give them a big round of applause. Dr. Mim Harold, by the power invested in the South Winneshiek School District, by the Board of Regents of the state of Iowa, we do declare and certify that the young men and women of South Winneshiek High School now before us have successfully completed the course of study as prescribed by the state of Iowa and the South Winneshiek High School system and are to be granted their diploma at this time. We ask the parents of each senior stand when his or her name is called. Also, seniors, after your name is called, please stop so your parent can take a picture. Evelyn Rose Bohr. Carson Nicholas Branks. Madison Nicole Courtney. Leah Michelle Cullen. Luke James Davis. Cale John Ewens. Christian John Fisher. Michael Jacob Folan. Luke Frank James Frederick. Seth Kenneth Grieve. Dallas Leo Hageman. Hannah Elizabeth Hageman. Michaela Marie Hageman. Quentin David Hageman. Anthony John Hansen. Caitlin Rose Hine. Alec Gerald Karnick. Caden Frederick Kluppy. Cody James Clave. Kylie Joe Coors. Madeline Lauren Kennan. Amney Lean. Luke Matthew Meyer. Ethan James Monroe. Zachary Stephen Pashusta. Gabe David Sadler. Mackenzie Joe Shermer. Abraham Joseph Schmidt. Logan Robert Schnelly. Emmett Ray Schwartzoff. Brianna Lauren Sim. Samantha Lynn Schneider. Trent Isaac Allen Telsrow. Caitlin Marie Tice. Elizabeth Ann T. Scotter. Noah Martin T. Scotter. Jaron Victor Todd. Rachel Nancy Eulenhock. Savannah Ruth Ann Wagsness. Carter David Wenhold. Montana Marie Twybomber. the senior class please move your tassels from the right side to the left side to signify you have earned your diploma and are officially graduated. At this time, it's my pleasure to present to you the 2020 graduates of South Winneshiek High School.